So, what if I told you that just choosing to add, one single tiny auxiliary verb to your sentence could completely alter the psychological reality of the person you're talking to?
I mean, it sounds like a magic trick, but it's actually just grammar.
Right, it's wild. Like, say the phrase, I lost the client.
Okay, ouch. But,
Yeah, not great. But now say, I have lost the client.
oh, wow. Yeah, the whole vibe just shifted there.
Exactly. The first one is just, well, it's a historical fact. But that second one, that is an active, unfolding emergency.
It's pure panic in the present tense.
Totally. So today's deep dive takes us into this hidden time machine built right into English grammar. We are looking at the mechanics and really the profound psychological weight of two notoriously tricky concepts.
And those would be the present perfect and the past perfect tenses.
Spot on. And for you listening, whether you're prepping for a massive job interview or maybe trying to ace a negotiation or you're just insanely curious about how language works, this is for you.
It really is the ultimate shortcut, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's your shortcut to becoming a radically more precise communicator. We're not doing a textbook readout today. We're untangling the grammatical inception of these tenses.
Which is so needed. Because mastering these tenses, it changes not just how you speak, but how you sequence time in your own mind.
Yes, the feelings and the vibes behind the verbs. So, before we get bogged down in conjugations, let's establish the foundational philosophy of our source material.
Right. And it really comes down to one thing. It's all about where you drop your anchor in time.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the material frames this anchor concept so beautifully. With the present perfect, that anchor is dropped firmly in the concept of right now.
Exactly. You're looking backward, sure, but you're looking backward from this exact present moment.
It's all anchored to today.
Yeah, now is your home base.
But then we have the past perfect, where you take that anchor and you just hurl it into history.
Right into the past.
Yeah.
You anchor yourself to a moment that's already over.
And then from there, you look even further backward, right? To something that was already ancient history before your anchor point even happened.
Yeah, it's like a flashback within a flashback.
I love that. So I was trying to visualize this whole timeline thing, and I want to run an analogy by you.
Oh, go for it. I'm ready.
Okay, think of the present perfect like a live security camera feed, but there's a slight delay in the footage.
Okay, I can picture that.
So what happened a moment ago, or even years ago, is still actively playing out on the monitor right in front of you. You're sitting in the present, just watching the past bleed into your current reality.
I mean, I see where you're going with the security monitor, but I'd actually argue it's even more visceral than that.
Wait, really? How so?
Well, a camera feed kind of implies distance, like you're safe behind a screen. But the present perfect doesn't let you keep your distance at all.
How interesting. What's a better way to look at it?
It's more like dragging a massive piece of luggage from the past right into the room with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the event happened back then, but the suitcase is sitting right here on the floor in front of us, taking up space in the present.
That is a brilliant way to frame it. The luggage is taking up physical space. It demands your attention right now.
Exactly. And what's fascinating here is that humans developed this for a reason.
Right. Following that logic, the past perfect isn't a suitcase in the room. It's full-on archaeological digging.
Yes. You're out of the room entirely.
You dig down into the dirt and you find a fossil. That's the recent past. But you don't stop there.
You keep digging.
Right. You brush away the dirt beneath that first fossil to find an even older, deeper fossil underneath it.
It's a perfect analogy. You're establishing a timeline, deep underground. And these aren't just arbitrary rules. They're tools.
Tools for efficiency, right.
Exactly. Because without them, human communication would be so clunky. We'd have to use literal timestamps for everything, like event A occurred at noon, which caused event B at 1 p.m.
We'd sound like robots. So the grammar does the sequencing for us, which gives us really the ultimate timeline test.
The cheat code to solve almost any grammar dilemma.
Yes. You just have to ask yourself one question. Is my connection point now, or is my connection point a moment in the past?
If it's connected to now, present perfect. If it's in the past, past perfect. Simple as that.
Okay, so let's zoom in on that now anchor. Let's look closer at the present perfect. The luggage in the room.
The bridge to now.
Right, so the form is just have or has plus a past participle. But the source material breaks down three main uses. First up, life experience.
Like saying, I have been to Japan.
Yeah, but textbooks always use those dry examples. Let's look at real life. Think about a job interview. You don't say, I managed a team in 2021.
No, because that sounds like a closed chapter. It's over.
Exactly. You say, I have managed global teams.
And that subtle shift changes everything. You're telling the interviewer that this experience is a current possession. You carry it with you into the room.
The second use is for recent actions with present relevance, like our very first example. I have lost my keys.
Meaning, I am currently locked out of my house. The past action is causing a present problem.
And the third use is continuing actions, like I've lived here for 10 years, you started in the past, and you're still living there today.
Right, the action is literally still happening.
Now, the sources mention signal words, words like ever, never, just, already, for, since.
Very common companions for the present perfect.
But I have to push back a little here. Do native speakers actually rely on those companion words, or are they just, training wheels for learners?
Oh, they definitely aren't training wheels. They naturally live in that zone connecting the past to the present.
So they're more like signposts.
Exactly. They're crucial signposts. They immediately signal to the listener that the past action we're talking about is highly relevant right now.
Okay, that makes sense. If the present perfect is a bridge to the present, let's pivot to the past perfect, the grammatical archaeology.
The flashback within a flashback. The form here is super simple, just had, plus a past participle, for all subjects, no variation.
Which is a relief. So it's the tense before the tense. It marks the earlier of two past events. Like, when I arrived at the party, everyone had already left.
Right. Event 1, they leave. Event 2, you arrive. The past perfect proves the room was empty before you even walked in.
And the sources note it's also used in reported speech, like shifting I finished to she said she had finished. And in imaginary third conditional.
Yep. The hypothetical past.
But here's where it gets really interesting to me. I think the past perfect is the ultimate gossip tense.
Wait, the gossip tense?
Yeah, or like the excuse tense. Like, imagine explaining why you left a job. You don't just say, I left. You frame it. You say, by the time I decided to leave, I had learned everything I could.
I see. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it creates an invisible hierarchy of information.
It totally does. You're controlling the narrative.
Yes, it tells the listener exactly what context was already set in stone before the main action of your story even began.
Okay, so having established how precise these tenses are, we really need to look at what happens out in the wild.
You mean the trap?
Oh, the trap. People constantly replace perfect tenses with the simple past.
They really do. They just default to it for everything.
And, I mean, it doesn't break communication, right? People still get what you mean.
Sure, usually. But it absolutely destroys your precision.
Let's look at the nuance shift. Take the question, did you eat, versus have you eaten?
Great example. Did you eat is asking about a specific past meal. But have you eaten is asking about your current state of hunger.
Right. It's about the open versus closed door. Like, if I say I never tried sushi, it sounds like the opportunity is gone forever. The door is closed.
But I have never tried sushi means the door is still open. You might try it tomorrow. This raises an important question about how native speakers feel this subconsciously.
It's like using a sledgehammer instead of a scalpel. Sure, you can use the simple past sledgehammer to knock the wall down and get your point across.
But you lose all the fine surgical details.
Exactly. You lose the nuance of the open door.
Choosing the right tense dictates the psychological finality of an event.
And the sources highlight a genuine cultural divide here, too. The U.S. versus U.K. split.
Oh, yes. This is a very real phenomenon.
British English strictly uses present perfect for recent events, right? Like, I have just arrived.
Yes, they are very protective of that bridge to the present, whereas American English often just uses the simple past.
I just arrived.
Right, both are understood perfectly well. But internationally, the British usage is often expected in more formal settings.
So good to know for the boardroom, but past perfect is universal, right?
Thankfully, yes, everyone uses it the same way.
Okay, to ensure you, the listener, walk away fully equipped, let's step into the mistake lab.
The irregular verb minefield.
Yes, the specific traps our sources highlighted, starting with the cardinal rule. You can never, ever use the present perfect with a specific past time reference.
Never. You cannot say, I have seen that film last week.
Because last week is a closed door. It's over. You have to use the simple past. I saw it last week.
Exactly. The time reference shatters the bridge to the present.
Next trap is the I'd confusion, the contraction of I had or I would.
This one is tricky in fast conversation. I'd plus a past participle is I had past perfect.
Like I'd agreed.
Right. But I'd plus a base verb is I would.
Like, I'd agree, which means you might do it right now. Totally different meaning.
Massive difference. And then we have the chaotic, irregular verbs,
Yeah.
like the difference between been and gone.
Oh, this one is so good. So what does this all mean in reality? Let's play this out.
Okay, let's hear it.
If you and I are sitting on my couch talking, and I want to talk about my travels, I have to say, I have been to Paris.
Because you went and you came back. It's an experience you have.
Right. But if I say, while sitting right next to you, I have gone to Paris.
I would assume your physical body is currently in two places at once.
Exactly. Because gone implies you departed and are still there. It's physically impossible to say that from my couch.
It really is. And, learners trip up here because it requires memorization, not just logic.
Grammar reps.
Basically, yeah, grammar is often about muscle memory as much as it is about rules.
So true. All right, let's quickly recap the essence of this deep dive. The present perfect is your bridge. It connects the past to right now.
And the past perfect is the flashback within a flashback.
And the ultimate timeline test question is simply, is the connection point now or in the past?
So for you listening, I encourage you to consciously use the present perfect in just one conversation today.
Just one.
Notice how it physically links your history to your present state.
Mm.
It's such a powerful tool for elevated, precise communication.
It truly is. And it leaves me with one final kind of deep thought for you to mull over.
Oh, here we go.
If English relies so heavily on the present perfect to keep past events alive and connected to the present, well, how does that shape our psychology?
Oh, wow. Linguistic determinism.
Exactly. If we spoke a language that only had a hard, closed-door, simple past, would we let go of our past mistakes and experiences more easily?
Just simply because our grammar wouldn't allow us to drag them into the present?
Yeah. Something to think about next time you reach for that auxiliary verb. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.